First you flick this switch, then this switch. That activates it. Then you push this button. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Now. I'm Groot. No! How's that even possible? Which button is the button you're supposed to push? Point to it. No!
Hey, you're making him nervous!
Shut up!
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. When Elon Musk and Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are all trending by saying the same thing and agreeing, you know that we are entering exciting political times. Bernie Sanders is now effectively saying that he's going to be on board with the Trump agenda and that he's endorsing what Elon Musk is doing to save federal dollars and cut spending across the federal government. This is an amazing thing, but not really if you think about it. So taking a step back, if you go back to when Bernie Sanders was running for president in 2016, he was against NAFTA. He was against open trade. He wanted to use tariffs to protect American jobs. He wanted to use strong border controls. He wanted a border wall. Bernie Sanders was deliberately and openly saying, we are going to shut down criminal immigration. It hurts the American workers. It hurts American manufacturing and union jobs in this country. And Donald Trump said, you know what? I'm just going to take that ball and run with it from you because you've been backstabbed by your party and you're not strong enough to fight back against the Democrat machine. The Democrat machine destroyed Bernie Sanders for 2 election cycles in a row. Bernie Sanders' message was far more popular than Hillary Clinton and far more popular than Joe Biden, but the Democrat machine destroyed them. They tried to destroy Trump, but Trump was too powerful. The Republican machine tried to destroy Trump. Trump destroyed them. And now Bernie Sanders is saying, wait a second, these are my views. This is what I believe in. I agree with cutting government spending, closing down the border. I agree with protecting the American worker, and so does Elon Musk, and so does Donald Trump. And so is this what we may see in the near future on a campaign trail? First off, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right in and talk about the news, all right? Talk about how this all happened. So Cenk from the Young Turks straight up asking for a job in the Trump administration, all right? Now, Cenk from the Young Turks is a big-time Bernie Sanders supporter and very close with Bernie Sanders. They've done a million interviews together. No doubt Bernie saw this. Hey, Elon Musk put me in charge of the Pentagon. I'll slash $400 billion easy. That'll get you 20% of your goal to $2 trillion right out the gate. I went to Wharton 3 years before you did. I own a media company and I know how to run a business. If you really want to cut, put me in, coach. Suggestions welcome, says Elon Musk. It's amazing. X is so amazing right now. As you know, you'll need the line items in the budget. Here's one. If the generals are not allowed to get a job with the defense contractors for 10 years, they authorize so much wasteful spending because they're going to get hired by the same companies. It's great. It's actually a great suggestion. Elon Musk responded and saying, this is amazing. Scott Pressler, I love the coalition Trump is building. The Republican Party is willing to listen. MAGA isn't a political ideology. It's American values. This isn't about Republicans anymore. This is about pro-America versus pro-machine and pro-corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernie Sanders is now reading the tea leaves and broke the internet with a post that's about 2 hours old right now and is nuking. Look at this. Bernie Sanders' post says, Elon Musk is right. What an unbelievable thing that we were seeing. Just this line alone. Elon Musk just shatters the corporate Democrat media ecosystem. Elon Musk is a threat to democracy. Elon Musk is Satan. Elon Musk is the devil. Elon Musk is a Russian asset. No, Elon Musk is right, says Bernie Sanders, arguably like the only populist, right, on the left on the left. The Pentagon, with a budget of $800 billion, just failed its 7th audit in a row. It's lost track of billions. Last year, only 13 senators voted against the military-industrial complex as a defense budget full of waste and fraud. This much must change. Look at the comments Bernie's receiving. 2.4 million views to this. 2,000 comments, 5,000 reposts, and 34,000 likes. Again, this has only been up for a few hours. Welcome home, Bernie, says Matt Gaetz. Glad you realize Elon Musk is not the problem. The problem is the federal government. Has hell frozen over? Are we uniting? Or are you about to get canceled by the left? Instead of posting, vote to approve Republican nominees, says Cernovich. Did Bernie vote for Trump? This is part of the realignment I keep hearing about? Amazing. Who stole his phone? I didn't see this coming. Elon Musk posting American flags. Pretty awesome. And it's certainly not the only Democrats who have been public-facing endorsing Elon Musk and what they're doing, because what Elon Musk is doing is it should not be something that should have party line bifurcation. It's something that should have absolute and total unity. He's finally doing the tough work of rooting out the true waste, corruption, and threat to our American democracy, which is out of control spending and inflation that crushes the entire nation and destroys it and atomizes it. Bernie is going to switch parties. Watch, I posted. Because I think so, like, right? Like, this is your red pill moment. Bernie Sanders could take, like, what was Bernie? Bernie was getting like 40% in the Democrat primaries. What if Bernie's 40%? What if you moved 40% of Democrat voters over to Donald Trump and the populist wing of what is not the Republican Party, really? What is actually a new populist party here in America. Populism is popular. Bernie Sanders is going to switch parties. Bernie Sanders could very easily become an independent in the Senate. You just say, I'm an independent. These people have knifed me in the back too many times. They literally prevented me from winning the presidency or running for president, getting the nomination. I'm part of an evil system, and I'm gone. I expect, my bet, my smart money is on Bernie Sanders leaving the Democrat Party. Sensible spending is not a partisan issue. This is the America PAC. You should follow them. They're great. Elon Musk's PAC. The general public supports DOGE, handling of government accountability to spend taxpayer money wisely. Man, this thing is just a nuke. Everyone is saying the same thing. Bingo card for 2024, full of more surprises. Everyone is saying, wow, did Bernie vote for Trump? I love this so much. Bernie is our OG, right? This is exactly the kind of person that is like a Bernie Sanders supporter, but would absolutely like move over to a party that is against wasteful spending. Stop asking how much people like this should be taxed. Start asking why these people waste so much tax money. That's exactly right. Happy to see this, says Lex Friedman. Everybody chiming in with total positivity towards Bernie, right? It's a beautiful thing to see. Yeah, that is the right take though from Cerno as ever. What is happening right now? The right take from Cerno is vote for Trump appointees then. And the AIs are just gorgeous, just beautiful. Elon and Bernie. Two populists, right? It was destined to be. We've been waiting for the bromance to flourish. Time heals everything. Here's. Thank you, Senator Sanders, for endorsing DOGE. Beware of DOGE. I still can't wait for the actual DOGE. They really have got to get like an actual dog. I am with Bernie on this one. They got to get like an actual DOGE dog. So this is Bernie Sanders. Elon is right about solving obesity. Tweeted about solving obesity reduces the risk of diabetes. So this is Bernie Sanders, who's been, and this is from months ago, before the election actually. So Elon's been interacting with Bernie content. Bernie's been interacting with Elon content, and there are a ton of Democrats who have been coming over and endorsing DOGE. And why wouldn't you? It's like the most popular thing you could possibly do for anyone is to balance their budget, to spend their money wisely. It is the single most popular thing you could do in the American federal government is to say, here's how your money's being spent. Here are all the secrets. Here is everything. We answer to you. You are the shareholders of this country. You're the only reason this country works. And there's not going to be a small, secretive cabal of people that get insanely oligarch level rich off of wasting your tax dollars behind your back. It's beautiful. Here with Cenk, again, who's like a big-time Bernie Sanders backer, this is a great idea, and it has been discussed, says Donald Trump Jr., responding to Cenk. Cenk, isn't that amazing? It's amazing. What a world that we're living in right now. Bernie agreeing with Musk. We are officially in the WTF timeline. No, we're in a timeline that actually makes more sense than Bernie agreeing with his corporate masters inside the Democrat Party, who are totally, thoroughly corrupt, and who embezzle billions of dollars in taxpayer money to go fight foreign wars. This is not what Bernie is for. This is all true. Although Bernie and I agree on little, decades of hard work, compounding investments, startup, make me an evil billionaire. It's good to see this. U.S. government has waste, fraud, and abuse everywhere, including the DOD and crony military industrial complex. So everyone coming to the table right now. Here are some Democrats who have openly endorsed DOGE because, again, the most popular thing you can do is go to the American people and say, we're spending your money wisely, or better yet, we're not spending your money. Democrats on board with Elon Musk and DOGE.
Some Democrats are getting on board with the idea of DOGE, even if they think the goal of cutting $2 trillion of government spending is a little too lofty.
but they could save tens or even hundreds of billions of dollars. Depending on how it's structured and what they do, this could be a constructive undertaking that ought to be embraced.
And as you know, John, Musk is famous for cutting costs at his companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and there's some reporting that when he bought X, or Twitter back then, he went line by line through their budgets and cut all sorts of costs out, looking to do the same thing with the federal government.
I was saying to Mr. Wonderful this morning that if Elon Musk could successfully leverage X to embarrass people into getting off the government dole, then that $44 billion he paid for it would probably turn out to be a bargain.
I do want to ask you about, we were just talking about this a few moments ago, DOGE, as it's called, this Department of Government Efficiency, led by Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. You come from Silicon Valley. You represent that part of the country. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, should this be taken seriously? Should two people from outside of government like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have that kind of sway over what stays and what goes in the federal government?
Well, ultimately, they're going to provide recommendations. It's Congress that appropriates money. Let me provide an area where there could be bipartisan collaboration. I mean, the defense budget, which is nearly $1 trillion, is dominated by 5 primes. There has been tremendous reporting about the waste, fraud, and abuse in that budget. The Pentagon hasn't passed an audit and has failed the last 6 or 7 audits. So if they go to say there needs to be more open competition, not the monopolization in defense contractors, and propose recommendations, that's something that I think could be supported. If they find areas of truly wasteful spending across the government, they would get support.